Hi, I'm Nigogosian and I head up legal project management at Burges Salmon, but I'm also a co-chair of ILTA's Women in Legal Technology in the Southwest.
Hi, I'm Laura O'Hara. I work for ILTA as a Europe coordinator. So I work with Emma and our other co-chair, Tara Walsh, to head up the Women in Legal Tech Southwest Hub. Just to give you a bit of an indication about Women in Legal Tech, it was established by one of our volunteers in 2021, Nina Gatrick, and it was all about creating a safe space for women to come together, build a community where they could share knowledge, discuss ideas and things like that. Since we've established in 21, we've now got 4 hubs, and as Emma said, we've got a Southwest hub, which is what we've been running events for in the last year over here. We participated today at the BBLT conference and we ran a pricing panel. Do you want to give a bit more information on that?
I will. We actually ran it for the first time a couple of months ago. What we've really tried to do with Women in Legal Tech here is sometimes the word technology can be quite nerve-wracking for people. They feel like they're not associated with it because they're not technologists, but actually the audience that we have now are women who support the kind of technology adoption in firms. So they might be change managers, they might be people who work in risk, they're business analysts. They don't have technology in their title, do they? But yet they're a really big part of the conversation.
For sure.
And one of the topics that our members wanted us to focus on was pricing. And when we got the 9 a.m. slot this morning, didn't we, to discuss that same thing? And I think it's because it's something that everybody is grappling with in the legal sector. Nobody likes talking about money. Nobody likes talking about the end of the billable hour and changing one's legal operations model. And so everybody wants the answers. I don't think we gave them the answers.
I think we put more questions in their head about it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what we came away with was pricing is not really anything to do with pricing. And it's actually more to do with really kind of breaking apart how we deliver our services, what we need to deliver our services, what is real value. And the billable hour sometimes stops us from having those conversations. So really it's an organisational problem that has to be tackled.
Yeah, so one of the key things that I picked up was communication. Don't just chat at the beginning about it and agree a figure. You've got to keep talking the whole way through. Although my favourite analogy, Emma, was your cake. I thought the fact that you related to a piece of cake was actually very relevant. And for those of us that aren't proper fully in the techie world, it actually made it a lot clearer and easier to understand. So thank you for that.
Oh, it's a pleasure. We'll have to have a Victoria sponge cake to celebrate. It was really good. We had good representation, didn't we, on the panel?
We did.
We had client side, where we had Vanessa from HSBC giving us the client perspective on pricing. We had Bocco, who gave us... He's had quite a CV, didn't he?
Yeah,
and he's worked in many law firms, but is currently at Adderant. So was a bit of a sales pitch, but equally he's got some really insightful... comments to make about pricing and what he sees in law firms. And then we had, I think, a really brave law firm leader, because actually there's a lot of law firms that don't want to put their name to this at the moment because they don't have the answers. And so Amanda from Stone King came, and I think she did a really good job at explaining the journey that they're facing now. I really like Vanessa in terms of, she's really practical, black and white, didn't she?
Yeah.
And she was saying law firms need to stop talking about pricing at the point that you're tendering for work. Have those conversations now, just with your clients, and grapple with these problems together. And I thought that was a big key takeaway for me.
Definitely. And she was saying about adding on, was it a fee at the end? Like if you do a success fee, which I thought was a really good idea. If you do well and you achieve within the budget that you've agreed, or you deliver what you've said you're going to deliver, then they would of course want to work with you again. So why wouldn't you add a success fee on and build that relationship going forward? So really good tips.
I thought that was a really, really good idea as well. It's kind of an incentive, isn't it, to work really hard? And she was saying, and why wouldn't we pay it if you've achieved and delivered what we want? Yeah, I really like that too. No, it was a really good session.
On to the next one.
On to the next one.